Hello my dear students, myself Mahesh B. Koot and I welcome you to our channel Colorful Chemistry, Meaningful Mathematics. Today we are going to discuss second part of differentiability, so nothing but derivative of implicit functions. So what are implicit functions, guys? Implicit functions are those in which one variable is independent, another variable is dependent. For example, y is equal to something x plus 4y like that. So y is a independent variable, x is dependent variable like that. So if one is dependent, another one is independent, like that variables are there. So such a functions are called implicit functions. So we are going to discuss the derivative of implicit functions in this session. Okay. So in this session directly I will go to the exercise 5.3 in your NCERT textbook. So first problem. 2x plus 3y equal to sin x. So we have to find the derivative of this one. So derivative of 2x is nothing but 2 is constant, derivative of x is 1, plus 3 is constant, derivative of y is dy by dx. This equal to sin x derivative is cos x. So we want dy by dx here. Keep this term as it is. Take this 2 to this side. So 3 dy by dx. 2 ones are 2. Plus 2 is there. If you take this side, it becomes minus. Cos x minus 2. 3 is there. Take this side. So dy by dx equal to cos x minus 2 whole divided by 3. So this is the derivative of this first question. Nothing but y is independent, x is a dependent variable. Next one, second example. I will write here only second example. 2x plus 3y. 2x plus 3y equal to sin y. So carefully see here, only one thing is different. Here sin x is there, they have given here sin y. So differentiation of, again, 2 is constant, differentiation of x is 1 plus 3 is constant, differentiation of y is dy by dx. Now differentiation of sin y with respect to x we are doing, right? So sin y, treat this as a x. So sin x differentiation is cos x. But in place of x we are having y. So write a cos y into. So if x is there, here only it will ends. But here it is a y. So we have to take a derivative of y also. Dy by dx. Now what we should do? We should take the dy by dx term one side. So that we can take a common and then proceed further. So take this 2 this side and this entire thing this side. 3 dy by dx as it is. This term. Now you take the here plus sign. It becomes minus cos y dy by dx. This is equal to 2 into 1, 2. So that side means it becomes minus 2. So take dy by dx common. Dy by dx as a common. 3 minus cos y remaining. Nothing but minus 2. What we want? Dy by dx we want. Write dy by dx as it is. Here minus 2 is there. Here we are having multiplication. So when this term comes this side, it becomes dividend. Divided by 3 minus cos 1. So dy by dx is equal to, take minus sign here also common, minus 2 divided by, if you take minus sign common here, we are getting cos y minus 3. Minus minus get cancelled. We are getting 2 divided by cos y minus 3 as an answer here. So this is a derivative of 2x plus 3y is equal to sin y function. I hope you understood. This is the second example. Now we will switch on to the third example. Third example, ax plus by square equal to cos 1. This is a third example. So carefully look at here, guys. A and b are constants here. So keep a as it is. Differentiation of x is 1 plus b as it is. Differentiation of y square. So here y, we are differentiating y with respect to x. So that means treat this y as an x. X raised to n formula. N into x raised to n minus 1. Here y square is there. So we are getting 2y into, if x is there, here only it will ends. But here y it is there. So you write derivative of y also. Nothing but dy by dx. Now differentiation of cos y is minus sin y. into dy by dx. This is because if it is x is there, we have to take only minus sin x. But here it is a y, so we have to take differentiation of y also. So now, again what we have to do, we have to take a dy by dx term one side, so that we can make a common of dy by dx, then proceed further. So take this term this side, a this side. It becomes 2by, here 2by is there, dy by dx as it is, minus sin y is there, this side becomes it is, plus sin y dy by dx equal to, you take this a this side, it becomes minus a. So take dy by dx common, so dy by dx is a common, remains with 2by plus sin y equal to minus a. So now what we want, dy by dx we want, this keep this term as it is, take this one this side. So here it is a multiplication sign, if you go this side means it becomes dividend. So dy by dx equal to minus a divided by 2by minus plus sin y. So this is the answer for this question. Third question. Now fourth one we will solve here only. xy plus y square, xy plus y square is equal to tan x plus y. Tan x plus y is a fourth example, right? So carefully see here guys, xy, x is also a function, y is also a function variable, right? What we should do, we should apply product rule. What is the product rule? Product rule is uv rule. uv whole dash equal to u as it is, v dash plus v as it is, u dash. That means first function as it is, differentiation of second function, plus second function as it is, differentiation of first function. So this is the uv rule, what we can call product rule. Okay, that we have to apply here. First function is x as it is, differentiation of y dy by dx, plus y as it is, differentiation of x is 1. Next, plus is there, differentiation of y square, nothing but 2y into dy by dx. This is how, because y raised to 2 means x raised to n formula, n into x raised to n minus 1. So 2 into y raised to 2 minus 1 means 1 into differentiation of y is dy by dx. Next, equal to tan x differentiation is sec square x, plus y differentiation is dy by dx we are getting, right? Next, what we have to do, we have to take a dy by dx term one side. So nothing but take this dy by dx this side, and the entire thing we have to transfer that side. So here x into dy by dx as it is, plus y is there, you have to transfer this side, plus 2y into dy by dx as it is, and this is minus dy by dx. What we are getting, sec square x as it is, plus y is there, you have to take this side, it becomes minus y. So that means what I taken this term to this side, right? Now dy by dx is common. What is remaining? X as it is, plus 2y as it is. Now dy by dx taken a common, so 2y remaining. Dy by dx taken a common, minus 1 is remaining. So here this side sec square x minus y. So what we want dy by dx. Take this term this side. So what we are getting? dy by dx equal to sec square x minus y whole divided by x plus 2y minus 1. So this is a derivative of the respective function what we have given with xy plus y square is equal to tan x plus tan y. I hope you are getting guys. So next problem. Next problem is problem number 5. Nothing but x square plus xy plus y square, x square plus xy plus y square is equal to 100. So this is our problem. Now carefully see here guys, differentiation of x square is again x raised to n formula. What is x raised to n differentiation? d by dx of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. Yes, we have to apply that only. 2 is there. 2 into x raised to 2 minus 1 is 1. So not necessary to write. Next, xy. So here two functions are there. X is also variable, y is also variable. So what we should do? We should take product rule here. That means first function as it is, x as it is, differentiation of second, nothing but differentiation of y is dy by dx, plus second function as it is, differentiation of x is 1. I hope you are getting. Next one, plus y square differentiation is 2y into dy by dx. This equal to differentiation of 100 is 0. So what we have to do? We have to take a dy by dx term one side. So take dy by dx. What you are getting? X plus 2y. Remaining whatever term is there, you have to transfer that side. 2x is there, plus y is there. So minus 2x minus y we are getting. Yes. So you take a dy by dx as it is, and minus 2x minus y whole divided by multiplication is there. This side becomes x plus 2y. So here is, this is an answer for this question. I hope you are getting. This is the fifth problem. Now we will switch on to the sixth problem. Sixth problem is nothing but x cube plus x square y, x cube plus x square y plus xy square plus y cube is equal to 81. So this is the problem number 6. Carefully see here guys, x cube, again x raised to n formula. X raised to n differentiation is n into x raised to n minus 1. So 3, you have to multiply 3 here. X raised to 3 minus 1 is 2, plus here again two functions are there. Again we have to apply product rule. That means first function x square as it is, differentiation of second, nothing but dy by dx, plus second function as it is, differentiation of first 2x. Here it will end. Again plus second, this you have to do. Again we have to apply product rule. First function as it is, differentiation of second, y square differentiation is 2y into dy by dx. Next one, plus y square as it is, differentiation of x is 1. Last one, plus y cube is there. So what is differentiation of y cube guys? Differentiation of y cube is nothing but x raised to n formula. So y cube is 3y square. So if x is there, here only it will end, but it is a y. So we have to take differentiation of y also. So this entire thing equal to 0 we are having. So now what we should do? We should take our terms which are having dy by dx one side and take a common of dy by dx. And the remaining terms we have to transfer that side. So what we are having? X square into dy by dx plus 2xy into dy by dx plus 3y square into dy by dx equal to, what we are having? 3x square we are having. Take that side, it becomes minus 3x square. Next we are having 2xy minus 2xy. Next term is this one, y square minus y square. So except dy by dx terms, you have to take remaining terms that side. So in all the terms, dy by dx is common. Take dy by dx common. What we are having? X square plus 2xy plus 3y square. This equal to minus sign common, 3x square minus becomes plus 2xy plus y square. So I have taken a minus sign common from all. So here multiplication side is there. What we want? We want dy by dx. Take this entire term this side. Here it is multiplicative. Whenever comes this side, it becomes dividend. So dy by dx equal to minus 3x square plus 2xy plus y square whole divided by, what we are having? This one, x square plus 2xy plus 3y square. So here it is an answer for this question. Sixth problem. I hope you understood guys. Next one, seventh question. Next one, seventh question. Sin square y plus cos xy. Sin square y plus cos xy is equal to k. So this is the question number 7. So sin square y can be written as sin y whole square plus cos of xy equal to k. So sin y whole square means again it is a x raised to n formula. So what is x raised to n differentiation, guys? N into x raised to n minus 1. So take that one. N means 2 here. 2 into sin y raised to 2 minus 1 means 1. Not necessary to write. If x is there, here it will ends. But here it is a sin y. So again we should do differentiation of sin y. Differentiation of sin y is cos y into differentiation of y is dy by dx. Next, plus is there, you write plus. Now we should do differentiation of cos xy. So let us treat this as an x. So cos x differentiation is minus sin xy into differentiation of xy. What we have to do again? D by dx of xy is equal to differentiation of any constant is 0. So write this as this 2 sin y into cos y. 2 sin y into cos y into dy by dx plus minus sin xy into bracket. Differentiation of xy. Again we have to apply here product rule. First function x as it is, differentiation of y is dy by dx plus y as it is, differentiation of x is 1 equal to 0. So here we are having, carefully see here guys, 2 sin y into cos y. Nothing but it is a sin 2y. Look at here. Sin 2 theta is equal to, we are having 2 sin theta into cos theta. Similarly we are having here 2 sin y into cos y. Nothing but sin 2y we can write. Dy by dx. Minus is there. You write a minus and we have to multiply sin xy to each term. X into dy by dx into sin y. Nothing but x sin xy into dy by dx. Minus plus minus y into 1 y. Y into this one. Y into sin xy equal to 0. So what I did here, I taken this sin xy to here. So multiplied this sin xy to every term of this bracket. Right, next one. Keep dy by dx terms as it is. Take remaining terms that side. And take the common dy by dx from these two terms. So dy by dx is common. What is remaining then? Sin 2y minus x sin xy is remaining. So here it is a minus sign. When you take that side, it becomes plus y sin xy. So what we want? We want dy by dx. Keep this as it is. Take this term that side. So dy by dx will be y sin xy whole divided by this term. What is that? Sin 2y minus x sin xy. So this is a derivative of this function. Nothing but sin square xy plus cos xy is equal to k. Derivative of that function is this one. I hope you are getting. Next one, 8th question. Question number 8. Sin square x plus cos square y, sin square x plus cos square y is equal to 1. So this is a question number 8. Again same thing, sin square x can be written as sin x whole square plus cos square y can be written as cos y whole square. This is equal to 1. Now again same thing, x raised to n formula. Which formula? X raised to n. Derivative of x raised to n is nothing but n into x raised to n minus 1. So treat this sin x as an x. X raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. So 2 sin x into 2 minus 1 is 1. Again we should write the derivative of sin x. Sin x is cos x. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Next again here 2 cos y into derivative of cos y is minus sin y into derivative of y is dy by dx. So chain rule we are applying. Here it is 1 is there, derivative of constant is 0. So what we should do now? This is 2 sin x into cos x. Nothing but 2 sin theta into cos theta is sin 2 theta. So nothing but 2 sin 2x. Formula for again same sin 2 theta formula. 2 sin theta into cos theta. So in theta in place theta we are having x. So 2 sin x into cos x is sin 2x plus minus Again here, carefully see here guys, cos y into sin y is there. We can write sin y into cos y into dy by dx equal to 0. Take this sin 2x that side, what we are left with? Minus, again see here guys, 2 sin y into cos y, nothing but sin 2y, yes, sin 2y dy by dx is equal to what we are having? Sin 2x that side means it becomes minus sin 2x. So minus minus get cancelled. Sin 2y is there here, multiplicative. When it comes at this side, so it becomes dividend. So therefore, dy by dx, keep this as it is equal to sin 2x divided by sin 2y. This is the answer. So if sin 2x divided by sin 2y, yes, sin 2x divided by sin 2y is an answer. This is question number 8. Now, next one, question number 9. Question number 9 is y equal to sin inverse 2x divided by 1 plus x square. 2x divided by 1 plus x square is a question. So carefully see here guys. So when such type of questions comes, what we have to think is, we have to think a substitution method. In place of x, we should substitute something so that we can get a standard form and we can cancel each other. Carefully see here, 2x is there. So in place of x, if you put tan theta, what happens? 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. What we are getting? 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So this is nothing but we are getting as a sin 2 theta. Yes. So this is nothing but sin 2 theta formula they have given. If you put x equal to tan theta, we are getting sin 2 theta here. Sin inverse get cancelled, theta we are getting. Yes. We can get in easily answer. So put x equal to tan theta. If you put x equal to tan theta, we have to calculate theta here itself. We want theta. Tan you take this side. Theta is equal to, tan is there. It comes this side means tan inverse x we are getting. Keep this as it is. Put here. So now y equal to sin inverse. What we are getting? 2 into, in place of x we substitute tan theta. It's 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus x square means tan square theta. Now y equal to sin inverse 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but sin 2 theta. So put here sin 2 theta. Sin inverse get cancelled. Remains with 2 theta. So what we want? 2 into. Theta is nothing but your tan inverse x. So we have y equal to tan inverse x. Now we can easily simplify this one. We can easily find the derivative of this one. We know derivative of tan inverse x is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. So that is the answer. 2 is there. You write to here. dy by dx equal to 2 as it is. Derivative of tan inverse x is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. By simplifying, 2 divided by 1 plus x square is an answer. 2 divided by 1 plus x square is an answer for this question. I hope you are getting. Next one, ninth is over now. 10th problem. Problem number 10. So in that case, y equal to, they have given tan square 3x minus x cube divided by 1 minus 3x square. As this is a question. So again carefully see here guys, when this type of problems comes, what we should do? So instead of going the regular method derivative, we should put something in place of x so that it is simplified. Then we have to go for derivative finding, right? So carefully see here, 3x minus x cube divided by 1 minus 3x square is nothing but, when you put tan theta in place of x, what we are getting guys? 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. Nothing but it is a formula for tan 3 theta. Carefully see here, 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta is a formula for tan 3 theta. Formula for tan 3 theta. So easily tan inverse get cancelled. We are left with 3 theta and we can easily find out the derivative of that. Right. So put x equal to tan theta. And this implies theta as it is, tan take this side. Theta equal to tan inverse x. So y is equal to tan inverse, put here 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta. Y in place of x we are putting tan theta, that's it. Whole divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. Now this entire thing becomes tan 3 theta. So tan inverse of tan 3 theta y equal to tan inverse get cancelled. We are left with 3 theta. So y equal to 3 into theta value is nothing but again it is a tan inverse x. Now it is very easy to simplify this one. So dy by dx is equal to 3 as it is. Differential of tan inverse x is 1 divided by 1 plus x square. So this is a derivative of this function. So whenever this type of problem comes, so it is very easy to solve by substituting method, either by conventional method what we did in earlier examples, right? So next one. So here is the 11th problem. Y is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. So when you put x equal to tan theta, we are getting 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So here is a 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta is equal to cos 2 theta we are having. So easily cos and cos inverse get cancelled and we can easily find out the derivative. So just put the x equal to tan theta. So what we are getting? Y equal to cos inverse 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So 1 minus tan square to 1 plus tan square means cos 2 theta. So write down cos inverse cos 2 theta. Yes, y is equal to cos inverse get cancelled. 2 theta we are getting. So what is theta here? In place of here x equal to tan theta. We want theta. Take tan this side. So theta is equal to tan inverse x we are having. So write down 2 tan inverse x. So now we can easily find the derivative of this one. Nothing but dy by dx equal to 2 as it is a constant. So differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 plus x square. This is the answer for 11th question. Just put the x equal to tan theta and simplify that one up to this 2 theta formation. After that go on putting the value of theta and find the derivative. Very simple example. Next one. Question number 12. Question number 12 is y equal to sin inverse 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. And x is in between 0 and 1. So again carefully see here guys. 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square means if you put x equal to tan theta, what we are getting? 1 minus tan square divided by 1 plus tan square. So when 1 minus tan square divided by 1 plus tan square, we are having the formula cos 2 theta. But here we have sin inverse. So we can convert that one into sin. So first put x equal to tan theta. This implies theta is equal to tan inverse x. So substitute here. Y equal to what we are having? Sin inverse of 1 minus x is tan theta. So tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So this value, whatever 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta, we are having the formula cos 2 theta. Put here. Sin inverse cos 2 theta we are having. Y equal to. So what way we go on? Here sin inverse is there. Here cos is there. Convert this cos into sin. How to convert? Sin inverse. Because to cancel these two, we must convert cos to sin, right? So how to convert? We know already. So to convert any trigonometric function into another, we have to go for 90 degree, right? So pi by 2 minus. So when we convert cos to sin, what we have to do? Here. Sin of pi by 2 minus theta. Theta is nothing but we are having 2 theta. So how this one happen means, look at here, cos of pi by 2 minus theta is equal to sin theta we are having. Because pi by 2 minus theta means first quadrant. In first quadrant all are positive. So no doubt about that. 90 degree change into cos to sin, sin to cos. So here is sin now got. Sin and sin inverse get cancels. We are getting with y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 theta. And pi by 2 as it is minus 2 as it is. Theta value. Put here theta what we are having? Tan inverse x we are having. So y equal to pi by 2 minus 2 tan inverse x we are having. Now we have to differentiate this one. So dy by dx is equal to differentiation of any constant is 0 minus 2 as it is. Differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 plus x square. So we are getting minus 2 divided by 1 plus x square as an answer. Because 0 is there, you can leave 0. Minus 2 divided by 1 plus x square is the answer for this question. I hope you understood. This is question number 12. Now we will move to the question number 13. I hope you are getting the answers. If you not get the question answer, so please go through the video once. You can easily understood what I am going to tell and all. Okay. Question number 30. Y equal to cos inverse 2x divided by 1 plus x square, where x is in between minus 1 and 1. So in the range of cos only, we can apply the formula. So when we put x equal to tan theta, what we are getting? 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square. We know already 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square is nothing but 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square is sin 2 theta. But we want here cos, because the cos inverse is there. When we have cos, then only we can get a cancellation. So first convert to sin, then by using this 90 degree formula, we can convert sin to again cos. Okay, put x equal to tan theta. This implies theta equal to tan inverse x. Put here y equal to cos inverse 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Now cos inverse 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square means sin 2 theta we are having. This is the formula for sin 2 theta. Carefully see here guys. So to cancel cos and cos, we need cos inverse and cos. Because we are having here sin. What we should do? We should convert this sin to cos. How to convert? Again 90 degree formula. So sin of pi by 2 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So that we have to apply here. Cos inverse of sin of pi by 2 minus 2 theta, because we are having 2 theta here. So sin inverse get cancels. Pi by 2 minus 2 theta we are having. Pi by 2 minus 2 into theta value is nothing but your tan inverse x. So again we are having y equal to minus 2 tan inverse x. Differentiation of this one is dy by dx equal to minus 2 as it is. Differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 plus x square. So here pi by 2 is there. You can write a differentiation of pi by 2 as a 0. So 0 minus 2 divided by 1 plus x square is minus 2 divided by 1 plus x square. So if you don't understood means, you can write that step also. Dy by dx equal to differentiation of constant is 0 minus 2 as it is. Differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 plus x square. So what you are getting? 0 minus this one means minus 2 divided by 1 plus x square is the answer for this question also. Same answer for previous and this one. Next one, question number 14. So question number 14. Y equal to sin inverse 2x into square root of 1 minus x square. Y equal to 2x into square root of 1 minus x square. So here, if you put tan theta, no works here. So it will not work. We are not having a formula like this so that it will get cancelled. So to know that one, so what we should do, let us put here x equal to sin theta. Look at here. 2 sin theta we are getting. Square root of 1 minus sin square. You know already 1 minus sin square is cos square. Square root get cancelled. 2 sin theta into cos theta. nothing but sine 2 theta. Sine and sine inverse get cancelled. I hope you understood. So which formula here we are using? Two formula we are using. 2 sine theta into cos theta is nothing but sine 2 theta. This formula. Another formula is this one. 1 minus sine square theta is equal to cos square theta. How we are getting this formula? By using trigonometry identity, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So we want here cos square. Keep this cos square as it is. Take this side. It becomes 1 minus sine square. So put here. Put x equal to sine theta. This implies theta is equal to sine inverse x. Theta as it is. We take this side sine. Now put here. Y equal to what we are having? Sine inverse 2 into sine theta square root of 1 minus, in place of x what we have to put? Sine square theta. Sine inverse, yes, 2 sine theta into square root of 1 minus sine square is nothing but what we are having? 1 minus sine square is your cos square theta. So put here cos square theta. Square root get cancelled. 2 sine theta into cos theta we are getting. Sine inverse 2 sine theta into cos theta. So 2 sine theta into cos theta what we are having? Sine 2 theta we are having. Substitute here. Sine inverse of sine 2 theta. Now sine inverse sine get cancels. We are left with 2 theta. Y equal to 2 theta. Y is equal to 2 into what we substitute? Theta is equal to sine inverse x. Put here sine inverse x. So now we can differentiate dy by dx equal to constant as it is. Differential of sine inverse x is 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. Nothing but 2 divided by square root of 1 minus x square is the answer for this question. I hope you understood. Now we will switch on to the last problem of this exercise. Nothing but question number 15. Just what you have to do, you want to find what we have to substitute. Once you got that point, you can easily solve this problem. So before going to differentiation, first we have to simplify that function, given function, by putting some values, some trigonometric functions, so that once the function is simplified, we can easily find the derivative of that one. Next one, last problem of this exercise, question number 15. Y equal to sec inverse 1 divided by 2x square minus 1. So this is a question now. So here x is in between 0 to 1 by root 2. This is a domain and range they have given. Not necessary to understand this one. So just remember this. Sec inverse 1 divided by 2x square minus 1. So what we have to substitute here? Carefully see here guys. If you put here sin theta, we are not getting any formula. If you put here cos theta, what we are getting? 2 cos square theta minus 1. So 2 cos square theta minus 1 is cos 2 theta. 1 by cos 2 theta is sec 2 theta. Sec inverse get easily cancelled and we are getting 2 theta. So put here that formula. What is that? Put x equal to cos theta. This implies theta is equal to cos inverse x. Theta is equal to cos inverse x. Y equal to sec inverse of 1 divided by, in place of x what we substitute? Cos theta. So 2 cos square theta minus 1. 2 cos square theta minus 1 is nothing but sec inverse 1 divided by, this we are having a formula cos 2 theta. What we are having? Cos 2 theta. 1 divided by cos means sec theta. Sec inverse of sec 2 theta. Because 1 by cos is sec. Sec inverse get cancels. 2 theta we are getting. Y equal to 2 into. In place of theta what we are having? We are having cos inverse x in place of theta. So right here cos inverse x. Now the function is simplified. We can easily find out the derivative of this one by differentiating dy by dx equal to 2 into differentiation of cos inverse x is minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. Nothing but minus 2 divided by square root of 1 minus x square is your answer. 2 into 1 is 2. So here we can get. So here how we are getting? Carefully see here guys. Cos 2 theta is equal to formula we are having 2 cos square theta minus 1. This formula we used here. Right. So 1 by cos theta. We have 1 by cos theta is equal to sec theta. that formula we have used in this step. So these are the formula, right? So in place of theta, we are having 2 theta, therefore we have got 2 theta. Sec secant get cancelled. 2 theta, in place of theta we have cos inverse x. Cos inverse x we have taken. So after simplifying, we have derived find the derivative of this one by applying the standard derivative functions. 2 is there as it is. Cos inverse x differentiation is minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. 2 into 1, we are having minus 2. So here is an answer for this question. I hope you got entire examples. Out of 15 examples, I think 7 to 8 examples are by substitution method. So remaining examples directly we have solved. So whenever the implicit function comes, try to simplify the function first. Then you go for the derivatives. I hope you understood. So this is regarding this session, guys. So in next coming classes, we are going to discuss the next exercise, that is 5.4, in that derivative of logarithmic functions. So here only we will end this session. If you are not getting the points here, you can go through the video once. You are definitely going to get the everything regarding this session. Okay. Thanks for watching.